Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's a lovely Thursday night. And your favorite sports program is on. I'm Lockhart Sebastian, and together with me is
Dr. Tubton Fontaine.
And Emmanuel Loblack.
right. As we always say, we give the Holy Father praise. So we start with our normal prayer.
Lord, I thank you for a good day. I thank you that you are God in our lives and you are God always. I thank you, Father God, that you have blessed us thus far and you are willing to journey with us as your people. Today I ask, Lord, that you will lead, you'll provide guidance and wisdom to the hosts of Sports Wrap this evening. I ask that every one of them, Father God, will be so inspired by you. They will know beyond doubt that you are the captain, you are the King of Kings, and truly all real wisdom comes from you. And that, Father God, they will rely upon you as they share information, as they discuss issues, as they provide support and comfort sometimes, and they provide, as it were, guidance to society. I ask that you will grant them the wisdom. Let them, oh God, speak in ways that will draw people closer to you and closer to themselves and build unity and camaraderie in the society. And whatever they say, Father, I ask that it will destroy every form of hatred, every form of disunity that we'll have in the country. Bless the listeners of Sports Wrap tonight as you use the hosts to bring across a clear, concise message to its listeners, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Another day. Oi!
Hey!
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
Oh, yes, what a shame.
The way we can take control in the end.
The way they judge the Calypso.
Why the other countries going more than we? Never once on the attack. Always just like conqueror. And you know we don't like that. Kind of hardship. Under this leadership, we cannot talk anymore. Somebody holding, just holding. The man that's been for too long, but making no door. Somebody holding, just holding. The man that's been for too long, but making no more. All we do is choking, making noise, making nothing. The man that's been for too long, but making no more.
Oh, hit them. Oi! Oh, yeah.
Well, go on. What you got pretty fair picture, sir? Muntega Dase, Muntega Hele. And you know, guys, I mean, let us be real. I mean, wonder how could they leave out a song like that? And have a fella singing about they buying the yard. I mean, that's a nonsense, really. I mean, this is the only song in the whole, maybe Marshall or two, that can have people dancing and you can And you know, the thing about you put him number 10, you know, he's number 10, and he had 10 and 11,
Yeah.
10 and 11. And that's what that is a nonsense, honestly.
All right.
It's a nonsense to leave out that. When you hear that song, you must dance. If you can't dance, you learn to dance.
Yes, but also on the night. I mean, not because I was on stage with him, but people who I spoke to, they felt that was an automatic qualifier.
Exactly. You to leave out somebody like that, man, in a finals, and you have people talking about day by in yard and whatever it is, and another one saying about you come number one if your house leaking, your bomb burning, you know, whatever it is. Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Good night to all.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, Thompson Fountain.
Yes, good night.
Sibo, what good thing about that girl for you?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't buy people. They didn't give them no blue envelope with money in it. They didn't bring rum. They didn't bring food for them. They come on their own.
Well, they brought love. That's what they did. People brought love to Grandfather. That's what they did.
Let me tell you, Sibo. Number one, they can see they did not buy those people there. They didn't go on their own. And that was good. I just couldn't make it. I was at work, but I always. And about that song, Sibo, politics. Because I just didn't know that boy should not fit in. They buy in the yard and Tasha P. Those two people should be there. Because when I have a good song too, those two people there should be in the finals.
Yeah.
But don't worry to make road match.
Well, I would expect that. And the thing about it, you know, how I hear they complaining about small crowd. They expect people to go there when they do that. I understand the semi-final crowd wasn't big.
No, it was not.
It wasn't big.
It's one of the smallest I've seen.
Exactly. So how they expect you to go there?
Oh.
1 minute, Lobby. Nobody's going to go there if you're doing that nonsense. Yeah, Lobby, go ahead.
Yes, Sebastian. That's on the Calypso, Sebastian. First of all, I wasn't surprised at all. I just wasn't surprised at all. Because we have, I will say so, Sebastian.
Lobby, hold on. Let us take the caller and get back to you. Hold on. Yeah. Good evening. Hello? Okay, go ahead. You lost the caller. Go ahead.
Yes, you have Franklin Monell, who has been judging for years. Together with Tusha Ed Lawrence. Then you have him as a reserve. Then you have Tasha Henderson as the chief judge.
I myself don't understand. That is not a nonsense.
Yes. No, but I wasn't surprised of the judging. I wasn't just surprised at all. Because from the quarterfinal, they put him at number 20. Number 8, I'm telling you, I wasn't surprised. Then, to have insult to injury, Sebastian, the night of that semi-final, DBS Radio with Tit and Cecil Joseph, Sebastian. You laugh along yourself, you know, on Tuesday night, it was just, you know, heartbreaking.
Okay, let's take, hold on, Lobby, all the lights going, hold on. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo, good evening to you and your crew, man.
Yes, good evening, my brother.
Sibo, I hear you playing the song right there.
Yeah.
My friend, let me say something. What I think happened is, and that's not the first time, they keep letting people with their extreme political leanings to be judges on the show. You see, I heard a discussion earlier in the week. You have the guys over there from BBS come on the radio, the one that there was a guy named Cecil Joseph and another one working for Gasman in Antigua. Daryl Teach, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
These guys did not come to really judge Calypso. When you're judging Calypso on performance, on what you call the composition, you have to have a kind of musical ability, some ears for music, not necessarily a full blast musician, but you cannot come there with your red attitude to judge Calypso, because people are gonna sing songs that really are affecting what's happening in the society. And if you cannot take that and judge it willingly as the song is composed, performance, and how it's composed, and the structure, the musicality and execution, you should stay out of judging, man. And I mean, man,
thank you, man.
What it is, Sibo.
Thank you, man. No, but, okay, next caller. Oh my God, yeah. We can't even talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Good evening, Sibo, and everybody else on the panel.
How are you, my lady?
People, let
Yeah.
me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Calypso won't die, no, but the crowd will reduce. You
Well, I
understand?
agree with you.
People, I made some suggestions. I said something on some programs already about that judging. People, you have to have people that have a little idea about a little music. You understand? You have a command of the English language. You're able to analyze. And you know what I mean, Sibo? And then you cannot, I already told them already, they say they're training, but Sibo, you know there are people that are untrainable. No matter what you show them, what you tell them, they cannot understand Sibo. My suggestion, I mean, everybody make a little mistake, nobody perfect, eh? I made a suggestion. You see, next year, they must have a clean slate of judges, you know, and let's see what happens. People say they can't get judges. You can't get judges, sir. So many bright people in Dominica, so many teachers in English. How many Dominicans here that can do that? I said, put a little advertisement out and let people say, well, I'm interested. Let me go. You understand?
I hear you.
But that's a the other thing. Give me a little chance.
No, go ahead, say talk. Yeah.
Sibo, the commentators on DBS, Sibo, a certain time, I couldn't take it.
Well, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
I tried to go to Q95, but they were not also to come back. People, you can imagine an artist sit down. God give an artist a talent. They sit down. They make their song. They give it to somebody to sing. People, who was saying, take out that deal, put that deal, take out this deal, take that deal. Who's saying, who? People, look things. One say when what's it called, the policeman was singing Rivers of Tears.
All right.
The boy wasn't there, was just listening. It looked as though he brought some white woman on the street. Who say what white woman is that? Bring Cardinal Go. This Cardinal Go should be there. You're talking about Rivers of Tears and they wash. You bring it up. All that the people say with Sibo.
Well, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
And that is a nation station, right? So nation station, Sibani would listen to that. No, man. Sibani need to stop that.
Don't listen to them. That's all. Don't listen to them. Okay. Tonight we're going to, the World Cup starts on Saturday. So we're going to have a discussion on that. We'll have Andrew Mason and Philo Wallace with us. We'll talk about tennis as well, Alcaraz, and the biggest sporting event in America is on Sunday. We'll have a little discussion on that as well. Biggest sporting event. Everybody will be glued to the TV watching whatever it is, Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. So we'll have a discussion on that. But tonight we're going to talk about the World Cup. And the World Cup under 19 is tomorrow as well, guys. And I would say to you guys, watch this Indian batsman. I saw a guy, Aaron Judge. Very rare you hear a name like that in India. Aaron Judge. My goodness. I saw that guy make 100. It was something. And the 14-year-old boy to him.
Yes.
He started 68 in 40 balls. India chasing 311. Made the runs with 8 overs still. And there was 90 without loss in 9 overs. The guy made 68 in 40 balls. Let's take his caller. So we'll talk about that as well. Good evening. Good evening.
We lost the call.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Fountain, 1 minute, Lobby, 1 minute, 1 minute. Dr. Fountain, I'm sure you were happy with what happened last Sunday. I'm sure the rally right in your back. Well, let's take the caller. We'll come to that. Yeah. Good evening.
Good night, gentlemen.
What's up, boss?
Yes. It's so correct, anything sport. Doesn't matter if you're basketball, cricket, football. If you're not performing, automatically they will drop you.
Right.
And even you choke in, that boy got that choke and score century and they still dropping.
Right.
So choke, don't scoring, you have to be dropped from the team. Thank you.
Well, people that don't understand choke, it means choke was poke play. In other words, you're not looking to score them. For people who don't understand what choke means, you're just blocking every ball. You're not looking to score. So that's what people don't understand what choking means. That's what it means.
Maybe the judges did not get it.
Well, I probably didn't understand what that means.
But in terms of masking, in terms of what Calypso stands for, the guy never mentioned any names.
No name at all.
And everybody knew exactly what he was referring to. What better, clearer brilliance in masking that you can ask
And not
for.
only the melody as well,
melody.
the melody, everything. I mean, this just crazy.
Originality. I saw a doc I saw last year on the stage, the same doc. That was there last year. Pierre, that should be 0 for originality.
Yeah. And the guy writes his song, from what I understand.
Yes.
He writes his own song, from what I understand. So to leave out somebody, and you need somebody like that in a Calypso final to bring people in there. Already nobody's going there. So you want him to bring people there. But I guess they do. But let's go back to the question I asked you about your last Sunday. I'm sure you're happy with that, eh?
Yes, I want to say a big thank you to the thousands, certainly a few tens of hundreds of people that showed up. And we want to say a big thank you to them. And it was a great day. It was a really, really inspiring day. And we're really thankful for that. And probably the biggest surprise there was the weather. After 2 weeks of steady rain, when we were setting up on Friday and Saturday, it was raining. And then Sunday, not a streak of rain. And that was quite something.
Let's take this caller. We'll get back to that. Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Dr. Fountain. Good evening to everybody.
How are you? You'll be jumping on Carnival Day to bowl him, will you?
No, accidentally I wasn't there. But let me tell Dr. Fountain, he didn't pay no blue envelope for them to come up there. I watched it I could not have gone. I watched it on my television and it was great.
Everybody. But Dr. Fountain Lobby, I have one issue. I'll tell you, I'm going to take my time. Baby, half the crowd that was up there probably have not confirmed. Either some of them are laissez-faire or some not able to because they don't have the passport or the driver's license or whatever. And there are a lot of people who have what it takes to reconfirm and they haven't done it. And people have to be careful in that. We are in February. Before you beat your eyes, we'll be in October. I understand from Electoral, they said that about 10,000 people have confirmed. I think you all need to get a copy of it and find out. Because you see, what could happen if people don't be careful, 1 October reaches, and these guys, obviously they have access to the list, they could quickly call election, catch people off guard. So what I would recommend in every constituency, you have a group of people. You take the old list, because you need the old list to confirm. You get people to go through the old list. People who haven't confirmed, try and get them to confirm. And this nonsense they have, I remember talking to somebody, they say, well, see, boy, if you put an injunction, they will say we don't want electoral. That is a nonsense. The people, they put this thing about the birth paper, no birth paper, to prevent people from registering so they will not vote. So I cannot, and I heard Joshua Francis yesterday, I'm not a lawyer, but you can't say something is wrong, illegal, and you don't want to challenge it. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I am saying you need a group of people in each country, and that must be that urgently. Don't take that lightly. Go through the list and get people to go and reconfirm, please, because if not, all the rallies will make no sense. Let's take the caller. We'll come back to that. Good evening. Good evening. Hello?
Yes.
One on the green, Justin 15 and one on the phone.
Yes.
People, let me tell you to congratulate Dr. Fountain. Because what happened, man, it's first time I regret and I don't go to school. I mean, all the time rain was falling and you calculate all the rainfall and we're going to have a perfect Sunday. And that was it. I have to congratulate you. Make Scarlet look like a piece of shit.
What's your language?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me take that back.
Okay.
But I watched Scarlet on an interview talking about water and the water coming out underground. And Dr. Fountain is the first one I hear talking about that and the value on that water. And that man a year ago telling the world that the world don't want Dominica water. And today in an interview I hear him man talking about how much water value in Dominica. And we should have already, have how many factories in Dominica producing water for us or bottling water for us. And this man kept us back. Kept that generation poor, and because he wants to remain in power forever and ever, amen. He coming with all kind of ideas that Dr. Fountain coming. Dr. Fountain talk about $12 an hour. 2 years ago, Blackmore talk about $15 an hour. They come down to $9 an hour. My boy is a shame. God bless Dominica. Thank you.
Next caller.
Yes, Sibo.
Hold on, Lobby. Next
Boy,
caller.
I've been trying,
1 minute. Good evening.
It's a good thing I confirm I get my name.
Oh, you confirm already? Have you confirmed with the electoral office? I know you confirm it
I
too.
tell you, I get my name and I go and do it.
Okay, good. Well, encourage other people to go and do it. Encourage
I do
it.
that.
Right, cool. Yeah. Everybody must go and come. Come on, Lobby. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Oh, hold on,
yes.
hold on, Lobby. Sorry.
Boy.
Yeah. Good evening. Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Go ahead. Don't listen to your radio. Go ahead. Make your point.
People, yes. I listen.
Make your point. Don't listen to your radio. Next caller. Hold on. Next caller. Good evening.
Good night.
Good night.
How are you?
All right.
That's a good thing they do when people name that there already. People just copy on people name that there because I myself not yet come.
Well, you need to go and confirm. Please, darling. Please go and confirm. Because that is something a lot of people haven't done that. Good evening. Hello.
People, it's me again, man.
Yes.
What they trying to do is how we say the election. you know that song there, how we say. Hey, Thompson, I have an idea for you, my friend. I heard a sister call the radio on Match Show yesterday with a brilliant idea to get people in the numbers. Because when she made a good idea, she said when someone goes to the office to try to be reconfirmed, they could give them all the run around and try to, discourage them out of confirmation because they come in one. But if you get people in the numbers and say, well, let's run up 10, 20, 100 people, as many people as you can to go to the offices and have them reconfirm, they cannot turn you away and you will really throw them off kilter because what they are trying to do really is the same thing that they have done all along, is trick people, intimidate people, and that's what I think that was a good idea. I'm just putting it out there. You know? All right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Lobby, you're saying.
Yes, not saying Sebastian. I know as if I'm cut off. Let me tell you, Sebastian, back on the Calypso. First of all, the question is not that the judge is not competent. That's not the issue, what I have seen happening over the years is people come in there with the mindset on political songs. They don't want to hear this political song. And that is the problem. First of all, the Calypsonians have a lot of blame to take. How can you put a minister as your president?
Lobby, we lost you.
We lost
Lobby, we lost you. Probably his connection. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess it's covered. But seriously, and Dr. Funke, this confirmation thing is very serious. And before you beat it, October will be on. It stopped in October. And these people making no effort to remove this SRNO so that people can go and confirm.
That's a big problem that we're having. And plus the issue of the new registrations that have been stalled since last May.
I saw Nassim Gregor Nassim complaining about that for the second time. And he made the point that people not taking this serious. This is against the law. They're breaking the law, these people. Let's take this caller. Good evening. Yeah, so I mean, to stop people from the law, say there must be continuous registration. Yeah, and the lobby, we lost you, by the way.
Yeah, yes. So let me tell you, as I was saying, Sebastian, the problem is not that the judge people are not competent. As I just said a while ago, Sebastian, there are people who are there have no right. You go and judge, Sebastian. You were a judge. You go and judge. You have your score sheet. Everybody starts at 0 on the night. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. But it's not so. They know exactly, they discussed these things before. And I knew those two songs there, those songs in particular, those songs, those political songs, I know that they were in jeopardy. When I listened to the judges, I said, no way. You have Alison Monell there on reserve. Oh, they have competent people that can judge. They look at the score sheet and judge. And secondly, Sebastian, as a judge, you are judge. To you, man. If you're judging and I come and sing a song, no matter, and nobody responds to the song, How are you going to feel? This is the man, that raised dust inside there, the semi-final, Calfa P. That song is an infectious, it's sweet, it's melodious. Come on. We cannot do, and you have some people, you have this guy singing, he came number 1 in the quarterfinal. Number 1 with what song? That is the best song we have in Dominica right now. Give me a break, man.
Well, he say if you're rook flicking and your bum burning, go and fix it or something like whatever he say. That's what I'm saying.
Give me a break.
Like that. Your bed leaking, whatever it is, I don't know. So that's what he says.
Your bum?
No, I don't. No, he said you're rook flicking and your house, whatever it is in the song, fix it. That's what he said.
No, but Sebastian, look, and lastly, Sebastian, yeah, if Patrick John was prime minister, these two guys could never use DBS radio to criticize Calypsos. John loved his Calypsos. He went to, I remember.
Well, he wrote Calypsos. Patrick John wrote Calypsos.
Many songs. One of the things that about Johnny, listen, Sebastian. There was this semi-final in the R-Rock Cinema. And Spider had that song, Dear John. I see corrupt, Dear John. Mm-hmm. And John, and I was in entered house. He didn't go to a balcony, a box where they have a seat for him. He came down, he had his friends with him, his friends. Mm-hmm. He never had 4 or 5 policemen. No, he had his friends with him. And as he entered in, same time, Spider singing the chorus. People there, John came in, he sat down. He took his Calypsos, he listened to the entire show. Normally, they would say, let the prime minister go out first. No, he walked up with everybody and discussing Calypso. All right, that's the kind of person he was. He never had this nonsense going on there, He loved Calypsos.
Let's take the next caller. Good evening.
Dr. Fontaine, I'm calling again about this election and registration and whatever. I'm calling because I have my family members that want to register. They can register. So I have to be concerned, right, as a Dominican. What are you all going to do? How can we get the Electoral Commission to put back the birth certificate and the notarized picture? The other thing is, how can we get the commissioner, right, to come and answer our questions? You understand? We'll ask him questions, he will give us the answer. Nobody's talking to us. Everybody looking at us as well. We are when I say Dominican. Nobody answering. Everybody in their high horse as though we are not. So what are you all going to do? Because the commission should come and tell us, the chairman should come and explain to us when will the registration start. If they are going to put back the birth certificate and the notarized. So we don't deserve answers then. If you're working somewhere, I'm saying that. I already say, Dr. Thing, I'm not afraid of the devil in hell, much less human beings. The only fear I have is the fear of the Lord. When you should come to my right, I'm speaking, okay? So they need to come to give us answers, Dr. Fontaine. Please see what you all can do. I don't know who to first to get answers. Because when they started that thing, you have a commission that's divided. 3 say we are ready. 2 say we are not ready. What kind of monkey tricks is that? Dr. Fontaine, please see what you all can do.
Dr. Fontaine, hold on. You'll reply to her, Doctor. Let's take this next caller and you'll reply to her just now. Good evening.
Yes, it's me again.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, I'm seeing 2 young people coming to my home. I was on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
Something, but what they coming and do? I'm not disabled. I'm on the road every day and whatever. So I say, stand up by the gate. What is it all you want? They tell me to register for. What is the thing censored? I say hello. Now is not the time. Now is not the time for census. Now is the time for election. Thing. Come out in front of my door. Tell them you saw Lucille. She's in the first state, and that's it. No more questions. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Fontaine, respond now to the caller, please. The caller. Oh, we have another one. Okay. Good evening. Hello. Okay, right. The caller wants a response.
Yes, so this is a very serious issue,
It
very
is,
serious
it is.
problem, and we have to deal with this. We have written to the Electoral Commission as the ERC. We've had two press conferences on this very same issue, and every chance we've been telling the Electoral Commission that they need to do the right thing. People are not confirming in the numbers that they should. The government of Dominica has been going around issuing passports to their supporters, looking for an unfair advantage. And worse, now we have a situation where the whole registration of new voters has been stopped. So that is a serious, serious problem that we're having. And we are looking at our options, including the legal option. That should not be taken off the table because we believe that the law is on our side in as far as the electoral office. You know, this is the same Electoral Commission, by the way, that may certify an election down the road and say that we are ready when they know full well that they have been disenfranchising hundreds of Dominicans. People are not able to confirm because they don't have the documentation that they're requesting. People are not able to register because they're just not doing registration. So they're violating every single law of this country. And this is the Electoral Commission. This is the commission that is supposed to sign off on any election. And they are violating the laws of Dominica. So we have to find some redress. We are looking at our options. It's before the lawyer. We've asked the lawyers to take a look at it. And we're certainly going full force because we're not going to sit down quietly and allow the Electoral Commission to get away.
But that is deliberate. In fact, you remember you were hearing before when they had their puppy shopping, said they're going all about having people call. You remember when they had what they call it at the time before they passed the law? They went in having town hall meetings and have now they were saying that the opposition these are the people that do not want electoral reform. It is a wicked and deliberate act for them to pass an SRNO. You must have a birth paper to get a passport. Must, compulsory. So how the hell then you can say you cannot use a birth paper to get confirmed? It's a wicked act. It's a deliberate attempt so that a lot of people will not get confirmed. And then when October comes, it stops. They'll say, oh, you see, we give them a whole year. They didn't get confirmed. But they're not telling people this wickedness they're doing and deliberate thing. Let's take this next caller. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Sebastian.
Yes.
I believe that the whole confirmation process
yes, sir,
should be scrapped because it is a waste of time.
True.
It's a costly exercise because what you have is people who are already registered on the list have to go through 3 months to get their confirmation approved?
Approved of maybe even more, I don't know. Maybe even more. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
And new voters can actually have their registration done in 1 day. So tell me how it makes sense.
Well, you're right, but again, caller, okay, go ahead.
So you have a two-tier process for the registration of voters in Dominica, and it just does not make sense.
That should be scrapped.
If they would just scrap this confirmation process and just tell everybody, let us register.
That is it.
They would not have to go through the cost of having registration confirmation centers and confirmation agents and a process for confirmation, and then have to stall the process for new voters, and as a result having to suspend new voters because they are not ready, which is unconstitutional. So my recommendation would be that they scrap this confirmation process because it is a dismal failure. Go back to Parliament and get this thing right, because we are becoming the laughing stock of the Caribbean. Because nowhere in the Caribbean have they ever done such a piece of nonsense. Thank you.
Agreed. The caller is totally right.
Mm-hmm.
Totally correct. Next caller, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you, Steve, and Dr. Fontaine.
How are you, man?
And Lopez.
Yeah, man.
How are you doing?
Good.
Well, I according to what we stated in the 70s too, I back you to that last caller. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because I figured that is a thing to just give their party hacks of our children jobs. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
I do not see that being anything that can help Dominica. Because if it was a full re-registration, that is something that could be done in a matter of months, a few months. Because the village where I live, that can happen in 2 weekends. Children, whoever they have registered, to go around in the village, get people registered on a new registration completely. But it's because these people know they want to bring their people from overseas, which cannot be done again from the American system, right? And there are people who are asking them a lot of money. My friends from Coconut and Antigua are asking them $5,000 for them to go and vote, so they cannot afford it. So they are just marking time, and as the song says, something bowling, because we need that to happen very fast. Something just bowling. Okay? I back this Zoro who talk and stuff. We have to complete re-registration. That's what I want.
Yeah, but you know, the caller before made an important point, but we know that's not going to happen. So something has to be done, because this is a very serious thing. And what will happen, you know them already, and well, one person will go and say, oh, we did that, they asked for that, and we did that, and they didn't go and register. And this is a serious thing that mustn't be taken lightly, because when October comes and the thing is closed, and when the registration numbers will have been seen, it will show that one party alone may have registered 90% of the people on the list. So something has to be done. If it's a case of a court injunction, because that is wrong. You cannot tell people they cannot use their birth paper to get confirmed. And as the caller said, nowhere in the Caribbean that's happening. Everywhere is re-registration. But in Dominica, everything to do a Coco Macaque during election. Everything, some Coco Macaque, they do it. Nonsense. Let's take this caller so we can take a break. Good evening. Yeah, it's a nonsense. Every time re-register everything. Because the thing is that now, obviously they know now a lot of people can't come down to vote anymore. That's done. That kind of thing is done. So the way now is to make sure the opposition people don't get registered. Because the thing is that when the list come out and your name there, you can't vote, You cannot vote if your name is not on the list.
Yeah.
So you cannot vote. Yeah. So these people are doing the nonsense, and something has to be done, and done quickly. Because you see everything is quiet. Carnival, and nobody says anything. And then October will come, and I'm saying opposition forces need to take this thing very seriously, because it is not a joke. Let's take this call, last caller, and then we'll take a break. Okay, let's go to break now.
It's game time. On or off the field. Every goal, corner kick, every penalty. From cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Mattress is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Mattress got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Mattress. Oubliez jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, et driver, track pants, tops, shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Mattress, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Mattress, Arcade George 5th Street, lower down from A Station for Shopping Center.
Sports Wrap, your dynamic, riveting weekly sports show on Q95. The entire Caribbean is listening to Sports Wrap on the big station every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. And National Athletic Coach Emmanuel Loblack. Sports Wrap, your one-stop shop for unique, inclusive, in-depth analysis of local, regional, and international sports. Bringing you the best in sports debate and up-to-the-minute information and statistics. Sports Wrap, every Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. 2 exciting hours of pure exciting sports talk. The experts are in the house. Sports Wrap, every Thursday evening, only on the big station, only on Q95. Lock it in.
And may say the people, Del Najis, the sale is running out. Carnival is coming. They have sale on jeans, lovely sneakers, ladies' shorts, three-quarter tights. Go and get it before it's finished. I passed by the store today, and most of the stuff is gone. So please, before Carnival come, you ladies that you all don't have all your tights and all your shorts and all your sneakers and all your shirts said, way about day. What I do there now? So please go to Del Najis. The sale is still on. And get all your stuff before it's finished. And they've got a shipment, lovely stuff, your t-shirts, your sneakers, your jeans, whatever. Go to Del Najis Sports Store, please, and get your stuff. Right, guys? Now, you remember Low Black, when Ozzy was there, I said that Carlos Alcaraz, 10 years from now, could break the record of the most Grand Slams. Remember, I used to say that, and I did some maths, and I said there are 4 Grand Slams every year. 10 by 4 is 40. Alcaraz is the youngest guy now. At 22 years, he has 7 Grand Slams. And you watch this guy. Even by the way, did you all see the semifinal, Dr. Fountain Lobby, against Zverev? You saw it, Lobby?
Maybe.
Of course, I saw the game, Doc. I saw that.
You saw the guy come back from 2 sets down to beat Zverev. And what's his name? Novak Djokovic, my goodness. One of the greatest players of all time. Some people say maybe the greatest. And he looked like a novice against Alcaraz. He looked like a novice. And I'm saying to myself, that guy, I saw that guy return some balls. And I wonder how he did it, honestly. I don't know how he did it. And the man now he's won on every surface now in tennis. The Australian Open, the French Open, the US Open, and Wimbledon. He is a superstar, Carlos Alcaraz. Right? And Djokovic, I don't know how long can he go on again? 38 years now. How long will he go on? I mean, the last 8 Grand Slams have been won by Alcaraz and Sinner. So Djokovic, I mean, he beat Sinner in the semifinal, but my goodness, this Alcaraz guy is something else. 22-year-old boy from Spain, he's just a superstar. Let's take this caller. We'll come back to it. Good evening.
Hello, Sibo, I looked at the semi-final, I looked at the game.
Right.
And you cannot beat Alcaraz there. Boy, Mr. is swift. And those balls, I don't know. I don't know. He can lose a game, but not easy, It was 5 hours and 27 minutes,
They want to get Zverev, the semi-final.
He and Jagovic.
No, the semi-final was 5 hours.
The semi-final was with
Zverev, yes.
Jagovic was
4 sets.
The final is Jagovic was
just past 3 hours. Just
5
past 3
hours
hours.
and 27 minutes.
No.
And you heard Zverev said he suffers from 4 years old. He suffers from...
I didn't hear that part. Go ahead,
yes,
tell
after
us.
the game, he said people don't know. But 4 years, from 4 years, what did he say? I forgot. I remember. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I was happy that girl lost in the final, because you remember when Coco Gauff beat her a couple years ago, she tried to make a fool of Coco Gauff, right? In fact, I even believe she was racist, Sabalenka. So I was happy she lost in the ladies' final. I was happy.
So what did you think of the semi-final between Djokovic and Sinner?
No, it was a tough. Yeah, but Djokovic showed that his greatness.
Yes. Because I thought Sinner would have beaten him.
Yeah, but it showed Djokovic's greatness.
At 38, this is the guy's in still incredible shape.
He can still move. In fact, I think arguably the best returner of serve of all times. Djokovic, arguably the best returner. But Carlos Alcaraz now is not far behind. When you see him play in returning, he is just a superstar, that guy.
Iba, yeah, you listen to you on the tennis, And I'm looking at the games. I reflected on Cena. When Cena came, remember, certainly Cena had exceptional speed.
Mm-hmm.
Now Alcaraz has, Alcaraz coming board them. Suddenly, looking at Alcaraz, no matter return, the speed. I find he has the fast pitch fibers he has there is unbelievable. Unbelievable, Sebastian. The way, look, the man bringing back some kind of balls. Balls you expect, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Which one? Who's that? Yannick Sinner?
No, Alcaraz.
Alcaraz.
So I want to know, even the game with Djokovic himself, I knew he would have lost the final. I knew Djokovic would have lost because Alcaraz much too quick for him. He's very quick.
No, he's something else, Lobby. That guy.
Your matter of your speed is very, very important for your return to bring run down balls.
Hold on first. Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Hello, people diabetes.
Oh, you had diabetes from 4 years old?
From 4 years, yes.
What?
He said a lot of people don't know when he lost him. He said he suffered from diabetes from 4 years old.
My goodness, at 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, guys. 4 years diabetes.
Yeah.
What? That is something else. I know Wasim Akram from 19 years old. He was taking insulin. Right. Yeah, he took insulin from the age of 19. Wasim Akram, Pakistan cricketer.
You can get it early.
At 4 years, wow, that's tough.
Anything can happen to us, Anything.
Well, yeah, I guess
because we don't control our bodies.
Yeah, but 4 years old to have diabetes is something else.
Yeah. I was saying about Alcaraz, Sebastian. His return, he can run. The thing is that he runs down. Those kind of balls, unbelievable, unbelievable. He's quick.
Well, some of them, I don't know how he gets to them, honestly.
I'm telling you, this guy has, I'm telling you. But, Sinner, I was surprised, the way I was surprised at Djokovic. But I'm telling myself, Djokovic himself, the way he's playing, and that he's quick, he's very quick. But Alcaraz was just super quick for him. So I expected him to beat Alcaraz. Now on the women, Sabalenka, I find she makes too much noise. When the Williams sisters started, the amount of things they said about them. Now it's okay for her to be screaming uselessly.
Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Because
yes.
I don't want Sinner to win anything.
Why?
Since
because of the drug. The drug thing.
Unless I wasn't there, that Sinner had some drug in his system.
Yes.
Since after that, I put on Sinner. Yeah. Anytime he win, I say the drug still in his system.
But
okay, yes, she's right. Yeah, he was involved in some drug scandal.
Don't forget, Swiatek started with a bang. And she was found, she was also with a drug. And since that ban she went on, she has drop.
Yes, yeah.
Remember what happened to
Iga Swiatek, yeah.
Remember also what happened to this Russian girl when she was playing with
Sharapova, you mean?
That is it. She said she was taking this
she's an American citizen now, you know that, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Sharapova.
No, hear me. She was, because when I saw her game, I was like, tennis, I said, but the way she's playing her serve, I said to myself, that girl has improved. Sharapova has improved a hell of a lot. Unknown to me. All right, when she was tested, she said she wasn't aware. That's just stupidness. Because as long as you're a professional sportsman and you're involved with WADA, you have to go on. They're wanting you to go on their site regularly, the banned substances. And after that, her game, she never won anything again. The same with Swiatek. She was right up there. Remember just saying that she's the next, should have won how many from the time that she was found, she was on the ban, and that was it. She returned.
Let me just read that there. Alexander Zverev suffers from type 1 diabetes. He was diagnosed with the chronic, condition at the age of 4. Zverev requires daily insulin injections to survive and manages his blood sugar levels continuously, often using advanced monitoring technology and an insulin pump during breaks in his tennis matches. And that is something else, eh?
Yeah, that is look. You have to solve this guy.
So type 1 means he was born with it.
Yeah, type 1 diabetes, and not only that, he's taking insulin, daily insulin injections, to survive. My word.
That high level of tennis, Sebastian, is unbelievable.
Boy, that is something else. Boy.
And the worst part is there is no cure for this.
Exactly, no cure. He does have, because, and if he has to watch his diet, everything, because you could die. Because if you don't take care of yourself, the sugar will go up and you'll end up in a coma. So, well, but it takes a discipline to do that as well, eh?
Oh yes.
You have discipline to be able to live through that. I mean,
and he
from 4 years, you have to live with that. Man.
And as a professional, he has the money.
Well, yeah, I guess but you can have the money, Lobby, and if you're not disciplined, you'll find yourself in trouble.
I'm telling you, he's in the top 6, top 5, he plays. I wasn't aware of
Well,
that.
he's in the top 4, because first time in a long time, the top 4 were in the semifinals in the
top 4
in tennis. All the first 4 were in the semifinals.
And
that is Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic, and him. Huh?
And to have that medical condition and
yeah,
play that well, you have to.
And particularly when you're playing in hot sun.
What? You have to
do
this guy.
Yeah. Now, guys, Sunday, Dr. Fountain, you live in the States. Lobby, the Super Bowl is one of the biggest events in America in a year. Anytime the Super Bowl.
The heaviest paid.
And
it's not the heaviest paid for the players per player.
No, but what I'm saying, the event.
It's the biggest
It's the biggest, because what I know, guys go, like, they got one home, they would cook everybody and drinking, and guys event. Watch it. And
it's bigger than Thanksgiving, it's bigger than Christmas, it's bigger than,
you know how they like me. They're very flamboyant. The Americans, everything they do. Everything in sports.
Well, and it's going to be in San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, it is so big into the style that churches actually cut the services short,
So for the Super Bowl.
People,
But this starts at 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
And down in San Francisco, it's New England Patriots. When Tom Brady played, they won it many times. But the Seahawks, they look like the favorites for Sunday.
Seahawks the favorites. Yes.
They are the favorites for Sunday. So you expect, they say in terms of viewing public, only an India-Pakistan cricket match that probably will have more people than that. Yeah, viewing. But this, all America, in fact, what they do, the basketball matches are played in the afternoon. So no event.
Nothing else competes.
Competes with the Super Bowl. Nothing.
But you missed one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You missed one thing, though.
Go ahead.
They cost per ad, by the second, the ads.
Yeah, it's enormous, It's enormous.
It's a few $1 million. Now, I mean, it should be, probably $10-15 million an ad.
And we must say that Gramax International played during the
1977.
The Super Bowl, Gramax played at the Super Bowl. So, and that was a big thing for them.
Stars. Yeah, of course. Some of the biggest American stars play. And that is something that's coveted, to be able to perform at a halftime show, And it's amazing how they transform the field into, they bring in all of this stuff, bring in the stage and do all of that on the middle of the field. In the middle of a game.
Well, as you said that, I remember when I went to watch Pakistan against India in the World Cup last in Long Island. If you watch it on TV, when you get to the ground to see how they build that thing, and then the next day they were demolishing it, that was unbelievable. The stadium, how they designed that and mounted the thing, and next day in Long Island they were dismounting it. So you're right to see how they mount the thing. So it does something else. And San Francisco is one of the most expensive places in the US.
Yes, that's right.
Very expensive, San Francisco, down in the Bay Area.
Yeah, but I mean, tickets go for $50,000.
Ridiculous.
It is. I mean, you have everybody bidding for those tickets. I mean, the Super Bowl tickets are one of the more highly prized things in the United States. It's an incredible thing. Sports and entertainment and all of that just clashing.
Let's take the caller. They probably want to weigh in on this. Good evening.
Hey. Yeah, I saw you're talking about the ad. So the second, $10 million.
$10 million.
Yes. $10 million.
That is ridiculous.
Yes, but the ads themselves. No, but the thing is, because it has become such a part of the program. People, the eyes are there. They pay for the millions of eyes. That's how they price it. Companies pay that $10 million, and not only that, they have to select because they have more demand for those spots than the active people.
We don't get a halftime score in the men's under 17. Panama 4, Dominica 1. Halftime men's under 17 football in Panama. Panama 4, Dominica 1. Halftime score. Not Dominica not doing very well.
As you just mentioned football, our under 17 girls had a very difficult time.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, right.
Half qualifiers. There was this game, you know, I saw, and the commentator said the Dominica, I don't know how come the team looked very unfit, and they probably got up in the games. Even you know, I was just shocked the way they played.
Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Simon,
yes,
when
ma'am.
I break the ice for a little quick. I want to ask all your questions. I don't follow you there.
Yes.
We have top 5 male tennis players from wealthy families. Name me 3. Quick.
No, say that again. Go ahead. Say the question again.
Okay. Top 5 male tennis players from wealthy families. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Name me 3. Any 3.
Of the top 5?
Of the top 5?
Huh?
Are you talking about current players or all time?
What?
Are you referring to current players, current tennis players, or those who played?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 current players.
No.
Quick.
No, when you say we have 4 current players, I don't understand. Because you mean the top 4
that come from wealthy families?
Okay, they come from wealthy families. They play in tennis.
But are they also in the top 4?
Huh?
Are they in the top 4 in the world?
Is there what?
Are in the top 4 in the world?
Yeah, they're in the top. No, I'm not saying about it. They came from wealthy families.
Oh, they came
Only
from
name
wealthy.
is 3. Only watching tennis all the time. Hurry up.
Well, that's not something
I want to keep your time.
Well, give us the answer because I don't have the
Okay,
answer.
Alexander Zverev, Taylor Fritz, and Sissy Pass.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. That is so
Thank
serious
you.
one.
Thank you. On that break, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking cricket. We should have our guests with us when we get back.
It's game time. On or off the field, every goal, corner kick, every penalty, from cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Natchez is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Natchez got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Natchez. Oubliez jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, et driver, track pants, top shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Natchez, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Natchez, Arcade George 5th Street, lower down from A Station for Shopping Center.
Yes, well, Del Natchez, again, I'll say your time is running out. The sale is still on at Del Natchez. The best in sneakers. They have ladies' tights, 3/4 shorts, whatever. You just go there. Things are running out. Don't go and say Sibo didn't tell you all, because if you go too late, you mightn't get. Carnival is coming. You want to go and jump up, you ladies. Go to Del Natchez and get all your stuff. They also have new stock. So please go to Del Natchez and get everything you want. Okay? Right. So we're going to be talking cricket, and the World Cup is starting on Saturday. The World Cup. And we're going to be joined by 2 esteemed Barbadian cricket people. One, a former cricketer who played for the West Indies. Another is a commentator who has commented Test matches. He has his own radio show every Tuesday night in Barbados from 6:15. So we want to say good night to Mr. Philo Wallace. Philo, good night.
Good night, Lockhart. How are you? Thanks for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Same to you. And soon we will have your compatriot Andrew Mason is supposed to be joining us as well. So Philo, are you okay? Everything is okay?
Yes, I'm fine, Lockhart.
Well, you look like I can see that. I can see that. I can see you're very much okay. Right. Well, I know that. Andrew's not yet here. But Philo, the World Cup starts on Saturday. What do you think of the West Indies' chances? Let's get straight to it.
Well, Lockhart, my gut feeling is that West Indies will have to play a lot better to even qualify for the semi-finals and finals of the World Cup. Why I say that is because we've played T20 series against Afghanistan a couple of weeks ago in Abu Dhabi, and we lost 2-1. We just went to South Africa and lost that series 2-1. And we lost the warm-up game yesterday as well to our Afghanistan side minus Shamrock Hetmar because of a visa issue. and the reports said that, obviously I read the reports that the head coach said that warm-up game meant something. But it was a loss, another defeat for us. Our captain, Sheho, was back and he opened the batting, not getting any runs. Johnson Charles was in the middle at number 3 because there was no Hetmar. And the bot, obviously, the Rahman Powell came good with odd 30 and Matthew 40 to 50. But the players that we expect to really lead the charge, we don't know because I don't think that we have a settled 11. We're still trying to find that final 11. And as the head coach continues to say, he's looking for players to have various roles. And it's difficult to identify those players and the roles that they're supposed to be playing leading into the World Cup. And it starts on Saturday against Scotland, who is not an easy team to defeat. Scotland play a lot of T20 cricket. Their players travel all over the world as well playing T20 cricket. And the surfaces and the conditions in India might just suit the style and play of Scotland. So we are not out of the woods, and we don't look to seem settled. You know, our fielding still looks a little off. Our bowlers seem not to be able to hit the right lines and lengths and apply pressure. So there's still some things that need to be worked on. And with only a day to go or so, it is going to be difficult for us to really turn up on Saturday and turn it on, despite the preparation that we've had. They cannot complain about preparation, although they went to Abu Dhabi minus some of the top players, but they were playing T20 cricket. And that is my thing. Our top players are playing T20 cricket around the world, and then they assemble for West Indies. They look woefully short of form. Now, if you look at the Afghanistan squad, some of those players are playing T20 cricket in South Africa. And when they play for Afghanistan, you can see that they're ready, and our players are not. And that bugs me a bit for such a big tournament. And we've won that ICC T20 World Cup twice.
Yes,
so
correct.
It's going to be a big ask for us on Saturday, those players, to step out onto that field and play the A game against Scotland, because they have to start well in this T20 World Cup.
Well, we've now been drawn by Andrew Mason. I wonder why it's late, if he went to a meeting or something, some political. Andrew, good night. Is that where you were? No? Andrew?
Can't hear you.
Andrew, are you hearing us?
You're muted, Andrew.
Andrew, you're muted.
Yeah, are you hearing me now?
We're hearing you now.
No.
So, yes, I just want to welcome you. I was asking, why were you late? Did you go to a political meeting? No?
No, I was trying to find my visa.
Oh, well, as you talk about visa, Philo just made the point about, let us examine that. Here is a player who has gone to India many times. He's still stuck in well. He might be in India by now, Shimron Hetmar. He couldn't travel with the team because he had no visa. And what was the management of the team doing? Isn't that something the manager should be checking to make sure everybody is ready to get to where they were going? The team going to some, and he couldn't get to India, and maybe he went today. What do you all make of that, guys, gentlemen?
No, but I totally agree with you. I mean, why would this be a situation where Hetmar, just before he's about to go to India, does not know where his visa is? And it brings sharply the whole question of logistics. I mean, you've got someone like a Raw Lewis who has been there for a long time. This would never happen to Australia. It wouldn't happen to India, because there will be a constant check. I mean, if you're leaving, as a group and you got a manager, I will be saying from the time I arrived there, I'm saying South Africa, gentlemen, I'm just doing a check. Do you have your visas? Whatever the case is. So it seems as if when Hetmar maybe was about to leave the hotel or whatever, he then realized he did not have a visa. So it brings sharply into focus logistics and the manager of the West Indies team, Mr. Raw Lewis.
Yeah, it's really something else. But gentlemen, let's look at the team. What do you think would be the 11, the first 11 when cricket? Well, by the way, we're playing at 5:30 on Saturday morning. West Indies plays at 5:30. What do you think when you look at the team, gentlemen? Let's look at the 11 and 11 for the first match. Philo, yeah.
Look, when you look at the 11 for you have the Hope has decided he's going to back at the top. He's going to open the batting. obviously with Brandon King, that's going to eliminate Johnson Charles. Because I can't see Johnson Charles batting in the middle. If Johnson Charles is going to play, he has to open the batting. Now, he batted that 3 yesterday, and obviously he didn't fire. Hetmar batted that 3 in South Africa and got some runs. So I believe that Hetmar with a mass locking at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Roston Chase, who is also a problem. He has not been scoring runs
for a long time.
Everybody's been saying about Roston, but he has become unreliable at the moment. And I'm concerned with his form going into this T20 World Cup. I honestly thought he was lucky to be selected. But again, they'll select him on experience. Because there isn't a lot to choose from the batting. I believe that Rothman Powell is batting too low.
He's playing on a specialist batsman, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel he should bat at number 5. You got Rutherford,
mm-hmm.
who scored runs in South Africa for his franchise, but haven't kicked on for West Indies, which is strange.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Rutherford, you have Jason Holder, you have Aki Hussein, you have Moti, who's been doing well, coming back lately with the ball, Shamar Joseph. My toss-up is Jaden Seal. Are we going to start with Jaden Seal, or are we going to use Matthew Ford and Romario Shepherd? Shepherd did not play yesterday. Ford played and got some runs. But are we going to play Jaden Seal? I believe that Jaden Seal is not suited for the T20 game. Coach Sammy said that they're going to use him up front with the swing to pick up early wickets. But if the ball is not swinging on those surfaces in India, and you know that if he doesn't get wickets, he gets angry. He can be a target. Mm-hmm. So it is how we structure our 11. I would play Ford and Shepherd, Jason Holder and Shamar Joseph, Moti and Hussein. And I'm going to lengthen my batting, but have protection in the backup with the bowlers. I don't think we can just play 5 specialist bowlers. We need the extra bowler just in case. And plus, there's Rutherford who can bowl, and Roston Chase, I believe, who's come off the ball with his bowling. You can share a couple of overs between them just in case things go all right. But I would like to see Jason Holder, Shepherd, and Matthew Ford playing along with Shamar Joseph, and you still have the backup of Moti and Aki Hussein. Those are 6 bowlers along with Roston Chase, but the batting is longer.
But Andrew, if you have Shepherd, Holder, and Matthew Ford, these are 3 bowlers who do the same thing. They don't swing the ball. I look
at it different. We have to be smart. We are not playing smart T20 cricket. Because if they play Shepherd, Ford, and Holder, that doesn't mean that they have to bowl their quota of 4. You can mix and match, and that is where we are losing our cricket. We're losing cricket matches because we're going down the road with one similar style all the time. We're looking up front to blast, hold Jason Hold in the middle, and come back at the end with Shepherd to bowl at the death. I think that we need to try and mix it up. That's why I'm saying that we're not settling our 11. And these are things that should have happened in South Africa. We were supposed to play 5 T20s, but you only played 3. But these are things that we should have tried in South Africa just to see how it goes. And if it goes the way you want it, then you know you have something that you can start with in India. So with Jaden Seals not bowling well, I believe they'll go for him in the start. But I just want to see our batting length for a bit, because I'm not satisfied with that top 3, top 4. They're out of form, and we need the backup in the middle. If we go
by what you say, okay, Andrew, you said that you go with Hope, King, Hetmyer 3, Chase 4, Rutherford 5, Powell 6.
Yes.
Well, all 3, because if you're going to play Shamar Joseph and the 2 spinners, one of Shepherd, Holder, or Ford has to stay out. One of the 3 has to stay out.
But I am just looking at. You see, Matthew Ford yesterday has put a difference in this cricket because he knocked away the ball, and he's more energy in the field, and that is my problem, because Matthew Ford is to me, will be a stronger candidate to start. But I know how sometimes West Indies, as you know a lot, always go for experience up front. They always go for experience. So Mario Shepherd, with his experience in the IPL, he's just been a victorious. His franchise won the IPL last year as well.
Right, Bangalore.
So all those are things in his favor, but he did not play yesterday. So that is and you don't know if there are any injuries anyway. So it gives the selector, Sammy, something to think about how he's going to to pick that 11th player. But Matthew Ford has just put his hand up with that performance yesterday. Man, you'll be lost. But he showed that he has the ability and the common sense to score runs. And Jason came in with a little 25. But because I'm concerned that Shepherd did not play yesterday, and I thought they would have played the World Cup starting 11 for the World Cup, minus Hetmar. But the bowlers, they did not play Shepherd. That is a concern for me.
Well, that's why I say I don't think all three of them could play. Andrew,
Right,
you were going to say something. Andrew, you were going to say something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out from Philo if Shepherd and
Andrew, you're muted.
Ford. Sorry
No,
about
we
that.
hearing him. We hearing him.
No,
We
man.
hearing
no.
him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out from
I'm
you.
not hearing him.
Oh, really?
We are hearing him clearly.
I'm
Go ahead,
hearing you,
Andrew.
but I'm not hearing him.
You're not hearing him. Andrew, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Philo, you're not hearing me at all? Oh, okay, but Lockhart, you're hearing me though, aren't you?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, loud and clear. Yeah. I just wanted, and I agree with you, Lockhart. I'm just trying to find out from Philo. Maybe you can ask him the question.
Yeah. Andrew, you're muted. Come on. You're muted now.
No, I'm
Go
fine.
ahead now. Yeah. You're on now. Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to find out from Philo if Shepherd and Ford play, who will he drop? Because I agree with you. Maybe you could ask him that question. Philo. Lockhart?
I'm asking Philo for you. Philo, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Lockhart.
All right. What the question Andrew is asking, he do not see all three of them playing if Shama Joseph is going to play.
I understand that. I'm just giving connotations because if I had to pick a man to start tomorrow between Shepherd, Ford, and Jason Holder, from what I saw in that warm-up game, I would have to go over Ford. But I know that they will want to play experience because Shepherd has the experience of playing in India and sit Ford down. You see, you don't want to start badly in this T20 tournament because the next game is England.
England is the next game.
And you want to win convincingly against Scotland. Because England are coming with confidence because they just beat Sri Lanka. But Matthew Ford has just shown me that he wants the cricket. He's up for it and he can play it. But with Shepherd being the experienced guy in India and in that West Indies setup, I believe that they will go for Shepherd in front of Ford. If the selector go for Ford, I won't be too disappointed. But I believe that he should be the first pick. I know they'll side with Shepherd because of experience. So I believe that Ford is going to miss out. I don't think Seals was player. I think he's woefully short of confidence and form. Sampson is not going to play, nor Johnson Charles. So those will be my four out.
Andrew?
Yeah, Philo spot on. And the thing about it is that my concern about Shepherd, though, is that when you look at his economy, it's about 10. So it means, Lockhart, that every time Shepherd
goes overs, he'll go for 40-something runs, right?
And you make over 200.
Yes, right.
And a bit of a hit or miss batsman, but I agree with Philo that they will start with it, but Matthew Ford has already put his hand up. My concern, though, would be the reserves, because the reality is that when you look at the reserves, there are two that may not play at all. 37-year-old Johnson Charles. And my argument is, and I've said to you on your program before, if you're going to pick Johnson Charles, you pick him to play him, or you don't pick him at all.
Yes.
So how are you going to have a 37-year-old who has played 67 T20 matches with the West Indies, averaging 21, and you have him on the bench? Unbelievable.
You know, Andrew, Philo, I was a selector, and what I know, when teams are selected, unless it's a matter of discipline, the board cannot object and never objects. But I do not understand how people sit down and accept that Johnson Charles now is being selected to play for West Indies. Based on what, I don't know. His statistics don't show that he should be playing cricket for West Indies. Johnson Charles.
I'll tell you this, though.
It just goes to show that the selection policy is wrong. And having the head coach be the lone selector, it's clearly there's a bias. Johnson Charles has been around West Indies cricket for such a long time. Has never really caught the world on fire. He's 37 years old. He's not the fastest in the outfield. Shea Hope is a keeper, so he's going to keep. So what is Johnson Charles' value to West Indies in this T20 World Cup? We've gone for unknown in Sampson. Samson is play what? He's played 3 T20 games, and we've gone for him as the unknown, saying that he's a surprise package. Then we have Sampson and Johnson Charles. I think if it comes down to both end of them playing, we're in trouble because I can't see how they will get into the 11 in the World Cup. If it was me, I would have gone. I know they said that they have a lot of all-rounders, but I would have gone for Shamar Springer, who brought energy in Abu Dhabi.
I totally agree with you.
And who looked the part. And we have to stop saying, I think that Shamar Springer is a cricketer. We got to stop comparing Shamar Springer as an all-rounder. He's a cricketer. He can play for you and bat, and maybe bowl an over or two, and he's a good fielder. He can field. So you don't have to play him to bowl 4 overs. You can play him to come in and hit some runs in the bottom, and if things don't go well with the ball, he's there to support those bowlers. But we keep looking at he's an all-rounder, so Jason Holt is an all-rounder, Shepherd is an all-rounder. So that is the problem, and Matthew Ford is an all-rounder. That's the problem we have with selection. We're saying everybody is an all-rounder. Instead of picking a cricketer that can slot into any dynamics of the game and end up playing 11. Because if you pick a Rothman Powell, he's not going to open batting. He's not going to come up at 3 or 4. You're going to save him in the middle. But if you had the flexibility of a Shamar Springer in your squad, you could do a little tiddling with the batting, even the bowling. But because we don't have that, and we have these like Romario Shepherd now, Andrew is I've heard I can read what Andrew is saying from your responses. With Shepherd is he averaged 40 with the ball, which is 4 in T20 cricket. So if you had a Shamar Springer who could back up him just in case, but because you don't have him, then you're going to keep Shepherd in, and you're going to say he must bowl 4 overs, and he might go for the 40 that he averages. So
let's take a caller, gentlemen. Hold on. Let's take a caller. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
Okay, Mr. Wallace and
Andrew Mason.
Mr. Mason, yeah. What I realized throughout the years with bowlers in T20, they always saying they have a matchup problem. If a left-hander, like last against South Africa when the Cock scored the 100, they keep Akil Hussain back because they say they have a matchup problem with the 2 left-hander batting. But I watch in cricket, if he's a bowler, he's supposed to bowl. If a left-hander batting, if it's a right-hander batting, he's a bowler, he's supposed to bowl. But I see recently in T20, they always have a matchup because of the boundary side, small on that side or bigger on that. I don't know what the issue with certain bowlers in world cricket today, having an issue problem when they bowl into a right-hander or a left-hander in world cricket. Thank you.
Okay, gentlemen, you got the point you was making? Did you all get the point the caller was making?
You didn't hear.
We're not hearing you guys.
I'm not hearing anyone.
Philo, can you hear me? Philo, are you hearing me?
He's saying
Andrew,
no.
are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Andrew is hearing me, but Philo, Andrew hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Philo.
Philo, are you hearing?
He said no, Sebastian.
We don't know what's happening here. We don't know.
He can't hear.
Huh?
He can't hear.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, hold on. We're trying to. But Andrew, in the meantime, you heard what the caller said, right? About the matchups.
Yeah, but that's a modern day thing, you know. When the great Garfield Sobers played cricket and Lance Gibbs and those guys, it didn't matter because they were good bowlers.
Exactly.
So I don't quite understand this thing. I mean, if you're a bowler, you're a bowler. You know, you have a situation where we have the off spinners bowling to left-handers, trying to turn the ball away. I mean, Gibbs bowled to right-handers, left-handers, and all of them, as we would say in Caribbean parlance. So if you're a bowler, what matchups? What Malcolm Marshall got people out left-handed and right-handed. He was a great bowler.
Curtly Ambrose, yeah.
Exactly. And Curtly Ambrose is one of the best fast bowlers the world has ever produced.
Yeah. So there's all this issue about bowler. If you're a bowler, you're a bowler.
Yeah, he was good bowl to both left-hander and right-hander.
Now,
Philo, can you hear us now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Right, cool. So Philo, the caller made the point about matchups, that he made the point in the last game that they didn't bring on Akil Hussain until late because left-handers were batting. Andrew just said that And I agree. If you're a bowler, you could bowl against anybody, right or left. And I always have a problem with this.
Not hard. We are former cricketers.
Yeah.
And when we
Can you
batted,
hear?
yes, when we batted, we never heard anything about matchup.
You're right.
So
exactly.
you're telling me in this modern day of cricket,
Can you hear him?
Hold on, Lobby. Yeah, we're hearing him clearly. Yeah.
You're telling me in this modern day of cricket, an off-break bowler cannot bowl to a right-handed batsman?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we bowl Aki Hussain, they didn't bowl him against the cock because they feel that the ball is going to come into the cock, he's going to hit it into the stand.
Mm-hmm.
But if Aki Hussain is the bowler that we think he is, he should be able to bowl to left hand, right hand, underhand to any batter in the world, because you have to have confidence as a bowler to bowl at any type of batter. If you look at our great bowlers, they bowl at left-handers and right-handers and were successful because they back themselves and their skills and their ability. Now, if you're going to say that this matchup thing, which I don't agree with, I don't subscribe to matchup at all in cricket, because I think a bowler has to be able to bowl to any batter, left or right-handed batter. And I think that is where we're going wrong. We're getting our bowlers in a frame of mind to say, look, Aki Hussain, you cannot bowl to the left-hander because you think he's going to knock you all over the place. So if Roston Chase has to come into the attack and two right-handers are batting, excuse me, you're not going to bowl him at all because of two right-handers?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
We have to bite the bullet and let our bowlers have the confidence to bowl to both left-handers and right-handed batters to improve their skills and confidence.
Listen, gentlemen, I'm sure you all will agree that we expect West Indies to get out of the group. Although we cannot team, Nepal did beat. You don't hear it, Philo? I don't know what's happening tonight. Andrew, can you hear clearly?
I'm hearing you. I'm loud and clear. I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clear. I don't know. Sometimes Philo struggles at times. Lobby, are you hearing?
I'm hearing you, but I wasn't hearing Philo.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the connection at all.
Maybe because Philo's on his way to India like Hetmar.
I want to make a contribution here.
Yeah, but I would not make it. Okay, go ahead, Lobby. Go ahead.
Yes, first of all, good night, my friend from Barbados.
How are you, my friend?
I'm not doing too badly. I know you are called Mr. Controversial.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to say I'm campaigning.
No. Because the truth hurts. That's the problem. Now,
why am I called Mr. Controversial?
Because the truth hurts.
Oh, okay. Can I say it, Mr. Lobach, another way? And I want you to write it down. Truth is not always popular, but truth is always right.
I'm telling you.
Truth is not always popular, but truth is always right.
I'm telling you. Now, on West Indies cricket now. Shepherd, looking at Shepherd recently. He's not the person I saw in the CPL.
Right.
Looks CPL. He looks totally out of form. He looks heavy on the field. The CPL, he was fit, he was ready. Let's look back at Shepherd in the CPL, that bowler. And he bowled a lot of short pitch deliveries, lollipops, a lot of lollipops. Now, I am one, as a person who have been involved in sports, brother, for years. There must be preparation. And our team has had no preparation. We have gone to pick players they're playing franchise. Are they dominant in the franchise? Are they dominant? Players look very heavy. We are dropping easy catches. We are misfielding. We cannot go into a tournament like this. To me, after this Afghanistan tour, we should have stopped it right there and get into a boot camp for preparation. And that is me. There should be a boot camp for preparation for any team.
But Lobby, you couldn't have a boot camp a week before a tournament. That couldn't make sense. If you have a boot camp 1 week before a tournament, I don't know how that would be.
1 week?
No, but you said after the...
No, sorry, not after. We should have a boot camp, because look, Sebastian, we have been losing. We have been losing. You know that. All right?
So you think a boot camp would make us win?
Players, Sebastian.
Yeah.
When you are into sports, you have to be prepared. All right? And you're sharp. The bowlers can run in. They can bowl properly. They can think properly. When you're not fit, everything goes wrong. We have no preparation. We're just having We are having T20s, test matches, ODI, and we are losing. We are losing. We can't lose. We are just losing. I haven't got any hopes. Things can happen, but on that present team, I haven't got any hope on them in that T20 World Cup.
Philo, are we hearing you clearly now, Philo?
Yes, I can hear what you're saying.
Right. Okay. I was making the point, Andrew Philolobi, that we expect West Indies to get out of this group, although we cannot take teams like Nepal lightly, because Nepal did beat us sometime last year. Yeah, but the next round, when we get to the Super 8, we would expect to meet teams like South Africa, India, Australia, and that's where we're going to be found, maybe found wanting. I don't know if you guys have looked at that, the next round after the first group matches.
Yeah, well, I was even looking at it on the 19 squad that just came back from the World Cup. And there's a similar pattern.
Right.
How this World Cup is as well for a senior team.
Mhm.
If we get into the group stages, then we're playing the real cricket against the real teams.
Right.
Yes, I know we lost to Australia by a few runs, but we lost to Australia on the 19 World Cup. If West Indies do make it out of this first round, they've got to look now to play tough cricket against the tougher oppositions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And those teams have been beating us.
Mm-hmm.
All we are hoping that we can play well enough in this group stage is to give us confidence to come out and to look to play the next game. Because every player South Africa, they just beat us 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have the boogie on us.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be able to play a good solid T20 cricket from Saturday to bring back confidence in our game. Because right now we can't seem to defend totals, and we're not chasing totals.
We can't bowl.
So right now in this T20 World Cup, I don't think anyone can identify West Indies' strength.
Right.
And that is why I say that we don't know what roles are for the individual players. And your colleague made a good point. Preparation. It seems that we don't even consider fitness, because when you look at the other international players playing franchise cricket, they're fitter than our players.
Yes, that's very true, Philo.
They have Rashid, the Afghanistan captain, was playing in South Africa. He looks fitter than our players.
And by the way, he left to go and join his team. You remember he left while our guys were still up there, right?
What are these guys doing that all international players are not doing when they're in the franchise setups around the world playing cricket? And we have. I listened to your colleague talk about Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Shepherd, they give Shepherd the Abu Dhabi series off as man management, time management. He and Jason Holder, and look at their return now. They look woefully out of form, and the World Cup starts on Saturday. So what were they doing? What were they doing in the downtime that they were given?
Hold on, gentlemen. Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. Good evening.
Yes, Lugak said something there which I agree with him. Because
turn off your radio. You have a radio on there, and you listen to your radio. Can you please turn it off? Right, turn it off. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lugak said something which I agree with him. This team have been playing. The West Indies team have been all our members scattered over the place. Going there. We haven't been playing together, at least practicing, together. And all of a sudden, we found ourselves, the other teams, when I was playing as one team, they go around and play. When they play in India, playing one team, one team. We just play another team. I mean, our men have been scattered. So I don't think we should, doing so as you can win any game like that. At the same time, I heard you saying about Johnson Charles. I agree that Johnson Charles should have been in the team. But if in case Charles would get hurt, do we have an extra keeper? So I think we need to have like either Django or even the young fellow from Antigua should have been on the team, not Johnson Charles. And this thing of you having Johnson Charles for what? You know what I mean? We need to have a wicket-keeper, right? All means another wicket-keeper going there. So I agree with them and say Johnson Charles should have been there, but they should have a person like Django, or perhaps the young boy from Antigua. What is his name?
Joel Andrew.
Yeah, because what will we see in there? You can have a team scattered along the place and little pieces and then come 3 days before an important match and play. And also we have some bowlers, which are fast bowlers, which are who score some runs. We go with the guys from Babylon. They're a very good bowler. So we have a problem, you know.
Okay, guys, the caller basically was saying that Django Andrew should have been there instead of Johnson Charles. I don't know if you guys agree.
Well, I believe.
Yes, Miller, you go first.
No, I look at Amir Django, who played in the CPL and opened the batting, and he was a success. But you carry Django and Johnson Charles to Abu Dhabi, and Johnson Charles was keeping a wicket.
For all 3 games.
So that was a clear indication thinking of the head coach. So we keep giving Django a 1 game and dropping him. I'm not in favor of playing Joel Andrews international cricket just yet. I know people say we should throw him in at the deep end. Joel Andrews has played T20 cricket. He had a bright spark and then he faded away. I think Joel Andrews need to be worked on with the greats in Antigua and get him a lot better than what he is.
I agree.
He's playing a lot of white ball cricket, and we would like to see a fellow like Joel Andrews settle down and play red ball cricket and develop his batting skills a lot better. But Django has been given. Django obviously will be hurt to know that he missed out, and Johnson Charles has been the man they've identified to be the second string keeper. So in a World Cup squad at 37 years old, and the only way Johnson Charles can play is if Shehope breaks a finger.
Yeah, that's true. And the other thing too that you said earlier, Phil, that I agree with, Shamar Springer actually should have been picked because he was peaking at the right time. Remember, Shamar went to New Zealand, did very well, and then the last match he played. But I understand the team was long selected, basically.
Yes.
So that does not make sense to me, because when you look at the construct of the side, clearly a guy who would pick so nicely should have been in the squad, because it really limits us now. Because when you look at the bench, Lockhart, you got Charles, who highly likely is going to play. This guy Sampson, in fact, Tony Weston, I've been sitting guest the other night. He must be some generational talent. He had a couple of matches and we pick him. You got Jaden Seals, whose bowling is not as it was a year ago. Jaden Seals, correct. So therefore, you've got 3 cricketers on the bench that really and truly you're going to be worried about. Charles, who should not be there.
Andrew, stick up in. Let's take this caller. We'll get back to you. Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
I am asking anyone of you on the panel to justify the non-selection of Evan Lewis to me on the team.
Guys, okay, thank you. He's asking to justify the non-selection of Evan Lewis on the team. Both of you, all you want to answer.
But he retired, but didn't he retire?
Well, he retired after he wasn't selected. He wasn't selected after.
Okay.
So the caller is asking why give the justification on leaving him out. That's what the caller is asking.
Well, I wouldn't pick Lewis at all. Lewis has been inconsistent. He's unfit. He's a liability in the field. I think we need to move on. I would not have picked Lewis, neither would I have picked Charles. Yes. So the answer to the caller's question, I would not pick Lewis, even if he'd, I'm sure he would have been considered, but I wouldn't pick Lewis.
Philo? Would you?
Yeah, I think Evan Lewis again has been a disappointment for us.
True.
He's been to a number of series, and never complete a series.
Yes,
he's always
injury prone.
And if you see him in the field, he's not certain about fielding.
True.
Ground fielding and catching. This is a World Cup. I think Johnson Charles has been lucky because I think the head coach believed that Johnson Charles could be the man who could help get us some decent scores. Well, I can only think that way, but I certainly would not have gone for Johnson Charles, not Evan Lewis. Let's see, Abu Dhabi showed me that we have some talent, and we need to get the talent in and work the talent as a group. If you look at Abu Dhabi against Afghanistan, and I'm speaking about the final game that we won, Matthew Ford and Shamar Springer, they controlled the game minus Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd. They won that game for us. So you got the 2 of those guys with Shea Hope and Ross and Tears coming back. They can help bring energy to the team. But because we have decided that we want experience and gone for Johnson Charles, I don't know how much experience it is, but we've gone for Charles. We've gone for a man that really don't show no emotion on the cricket field. You haven't seen Johnson Charles jumping up and celebrating anything at all.
Oh,
Phil, I think
okay,
we
let's
have
take
another caller. Hold on. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Hello. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. We have Philo Wallace and Andrew Mason. You want on the line? We have both of them on the line.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Wallace. And,
good evening.
Andrew Mason.
And, good evening to Andrew Mason.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Yes, Eustace Maynard here.
Oh, Eustace Maynard. Wait, hold on. Are you in Dominica, Eustace?
No, he's in St. Kitts. He's in St. Kitts.
I'm calling from home.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes, I follow the program most of the Thursdays. I missed the last 2 Thursdays. The last one I was on, the president of West Indies was there. I got to ask him a question or two, but I didn't get to follow up in reference to the president, because there's no way. I commend him, yes, in terms of his victory at the poll, but I am not nowhere supporting anybody at that level serving in 2 very important positions as a minister of tourism in your country, and also as the president of the West Indies board. And don't wonder that we will continue to have problems, because when you're going to have one person serving 2 masters at the same time, we already started wrong and continue to compound the problem with that we have over the years. The coach also, which I do have serious problem in terms of him. Sammy has a lot of problem with some of the players, and that is why Carl Mayers is out of the West Indies team, who I think would have been a far much better asset when it comes to this present team out instead of Johnson Charles. There's only one reason Johnson Charles is in the team, because of where Johnson Charles is from, right? So there are also insularity in the West Indies in terms of the coach do not like certain players around the West Indies, and there are some who he likes, the Brendan King and the Charles and others. He have them in the team, right? And I am very disappointed where you have so many good people around the Caribbean continue to remain silent while so much bad continue to happen to West Indies cricket. Imagine I ask the president in reference to who are the selectors for the West Indies team. And up to now, going around both people, scouts and this and whatever, which Sebastian consistently states, which is very important, and no other cricketing nation, especially the leaders around the world in terms of cricket, Australia, England, South Africa, Pakistan, I mean, you name it. Which one of them have one person who not even qualify in the first place, in my book, to coach the West Indies team? There are big insularity why Sammy is there also. This is not in the best interest of West Indies cricket.
Allow them to respond to you. Mr. Menard, allow them to respond to you then. Allow them to respond.
Okay, yes. So, you want me to...
Yeah. And let them respond. You can call back. Let them respond to you. Thank you. All right. Guys, you heard Mr. Menard. Well, Andrew, I'm sure you know Mr. Menard from St. Kitts.
Yeah, I do. He tends to listen to Mason and Guest sometimes.
Right.
And, he's always on Sammy's case. And he's right, because...
But you as well, Andrew. You as well.
Yeah, but that's very true. But I would always be on Sammy's case, because we have an unqualified head coach.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's true.
Andrew, which brings us to the question.
So when you start there, you have a problem. And the call is correct. On what basis are you picking Johnson Charles? It cannot be. Johnson Charles has been playing cricket for the West Indies for 14 years, you know. Johnson Charles started in September 2014?
2011.
2011. You know, so and what has he done? He's averaging 21. He's 37. So it really makes people in the Caribbean very upset when you do these things. On what basis are you picking Samson?
You know, Andrew Philo, did you watched the CPL last year? You remember, right? He had 2 good scores, and you remember what happened in the final? Do you remember against Trinidad? What they did? Philo, you remember that, right?
Yeah, they bump him out, didn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So around the world, they have films. You know, they have analysts now. I'm sure all the other teams will have that. So Samson is a lucky guy to be on the team. I'll tell you that, very lucky. But
Samson
Dr.
remind me of a guy
Fountain
called Jonathan Fu.
Oh, yeah, from Guyana.
Yeah. What him?
Yeah. Dr. Fountain has a question for
Yes,
you guys.
a quick question to both of you. Are we seeing Sammy's last hurrah in terms of this World Cup?
Well, the thing is about Sammy's last hurrah is a good question because a few weeks ago, Dr. Shallow said that there's going to be a review after the World Cup of the head coach's performances. I thought that the director of cricket would be doing appraisals because the former director of cricket used to do appraisals of that management unit that was in charge of the senior team. But I'm not certain if any appraisals have been done since Sammy has taken over. I think after the World Cup will be a good juncture to really do a critical evaluation of the performances of the squads, because Sammy's the head coach of T20, 50 over, and Test match squads, and then the performances of and do an appraisal on the personnel. I would even, because don't forget, Ronald Rogers has retired, but we don't know who replaced him as strength and conditioning trainer. Roy Lewis has been the manager for eons, and we just had a boo-boo with one of our players stuck in South Africa, and we didn't even have a word from him. So what really does he do, and what really does the function of the individuals in the management team? Florifa has been our batting coach for a very long time, and we hardly have seen any improvements. Ravi Rampal is our bowling coach, and Jaden Seal has gone off the boil. With Alzari Joseph coming back, is Ravi Rampal equipped to really handle our bowlers? What qualifications does Ravi Rampal have to qualify as a bowling coach for West Indies cricket? We just went to South Africa and Shamsi was our bowling consultant. I don't know if we get to India, if we're going to have somebody will be a consultant as well.
In fact, in New Zealand, we had somebody as a consultant as well. Remember?
We had Martin Guptill.
Martin Guptill, yeah, he consulted.
All these things are telling me that
And also, gentlemen, when we were in India, didn't someone come into the room and gave us a pep talk?
Gautam Gambhir, I understand.
Can you imagine that? Oh my God!
Yeah, but you know, guys, the same coaching, the management team have been there for the past 5. You have Griffith, who is the fielding coach, and Andrew, you know how you would know Andrew Mason, how he got that job. Andrew Mason, Griffith from Guyana. Andrew, you remember?
Well, in fact, he's been in the job since 2018, I think.
That's after the election, right? After the election?
Right after the elections, yeah.
So you know why he got that job?
In fact, Mr. Sebastian, he also wasn't he head coach when they went to was it Nepal?
Correct.
Oh my God! Oh my!
And then you have Floyd Reefer there for the longest while. The same people are there playing the fool. Let's take this next caller. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
Greetings, Sibo.
Good evening, guys. Good evening.
Please ask Andrew, how Garfield doing, please, for the listeners.
Ask him how Garfield. Which Garfield? Garfield Sobers?
Yeah, how Garfield keeping, yeah.
Yeah, well, both of them can answer. So Gary is asking about.
I'm a member of the Cricket Legends of Barbados.
Right.
As you know, Joel is the chairman. The Cricket Legends is former Barbados and West Indies cricketers. We visit our former greats. We visited Sir Gary a few months ago at his home.
Right.
He was in good spirit, but obviously
he's struggling. I know
he's struggling mentally. He's struggling mentally. We visited Cammy Smith about a month and a half ago. He's okay. He's 92.
Right.
But he still has his beans. He watches a lot of cricket. He's in a wheelchair, but he watches his cricket. We visited with Sir Wes Hall as well, and he's still, he's not as sharp as before, but he still recognizes the guys when they come around, and he still has good banter. not maybe on point, but he can still talk a bit about the cricket and stuff like that.
But let me ask you, Philo.
Sir Gary,
Let me ask you, Philo. Does he still go to that restaurant with Charlie Griffith on a Wednesday? I think they don't go anymore.
They don't go anymore. No, and that restaurant, Marshall's Bar is closed up. But Sylvester is not in that physical state to be going to a restaurant. But Sir Charles is. Sir Charles maybe is the stronger of the two.
No, he's very fit. He's very fit.
Out of all of them. So, but Sir Gary is going a bit, heading a bit downward as we speak. But he's
how old is he now? 90 or 91?
Yeah.
Sir Gary.
90 since he's 91 this year. But he's at home with his son who looks after him along with some carers. But he's in good company that helps him. When we went there, they had cricket on and he was laughing and pointing at the television set all the time. So he's still, you try to keep him.
But can he walk around, Philo? Can he walk around, Sir Gary?
No. When we went there, they wheeled him out in a wheelchair in the sitting room. We didn't see him walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sibo. Yes, gentlemen, both Wallace and my friend from Barbados. I will say here this. After this, I'm looking at what we have gone through West Indies. We have been shamed over the years. Test cricket, ODI, and T20. I would say that here, if the outcome, if we end up, losing or not doing well, I would like voices in the Caribbean to call for the dissolution of the West Indies board.
Whoa.
Total.
Where is that?
What is that? That is long overdue.
No, he asked you why is that?
Why is that? Because we have not been winning. We have been done poorly. They have governed. Look, in terms of the staffing of the team has been poor. The coaching staff is terrible. First of all, Shiloh, as the cover said, guys said.
But Shiloh is shallow.
I know it's shallow. That shallow. First of all, if it's very, very serious, having won a landslide, you should not be too complacent. To retain his seat, his party, they have to perform. And I can't say him wearing two hats. He has to decide either to be a minister or with the board. I think he should stay as a minister.
So Lobak, I want to ask a question. If you dissolve the board, what then would you do?
Well, we need to have fresh elections. Because look, man, we are hurting.
No, but if you have election, the same people could come back. So if you're going to dissolve the board, you have to. What I suspect Andrew is asking you, what would you do? How would you? What the construct of the board? Would you have a view? I'm sure that Andrew is asking you.
Well, okay. First of all, how the board is being elected, Sebastian?
You have shareholders would vote, 2 for each territory would vote. So that's how it goes, right? And then when the board is elected, then the president they put they appoint 4 non-member directors. So the board really will have 16 people as directors. 16. When Don Webby, who died, he was asked to do something to the board. He recommended that the board should only have 9 people. You remember Andrew Philo? He only recommended it should be 9. But the board now has 16 people as directors, which is crazy, honestly.
And seriously, I would like us to look back, have the selectors. We need to have selectors. Do you think so, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, I agree. I certainly agree. And if we had selectors, then maybe Charles may not be up there, Samson may not be up there, GNC.
You're right. Yeah. But we don't have much time. Let's get back to the World Cup. Who you think going to win the World Cup, guys?
Well, Mike, India has just shown us that they're back in form. If you look at the series they just completed against New Zealand, some big scores and they were able to defend it and we were able to chase them down. India at home is always going to be dangerous.
True.
So my money, I would put a first bet on India. I know that Australia, minus some of their top players, Australia will still be looking to do well in that World Cup and even look to go on and win it. And they like to win on foreign soil. It means a lot to them to do well on foreign soil. So I would put my money on India first. with Australia looking obviously to be up there as well. But India and Australia be my two picks.
And
hold on, Andrew. Let's take this caller. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Minan.
Yeah. I just want to ask Philo and
Andrew
and Andrew in reference to the position with Kyle Mills. How they feel, to be honest, to see this type of West Indies team has been selected, and somebody like Kyle Mills who can bat, bowl, and field, who I believe, under certain conditions, can open the ball, because there are times when you get the kind of swing when the ball is new. He can do in the field, and he also, if he come good with the bat. So I want them to expound in reference to his particular position. I just want to also wish the great Turbos all the best. Some people at his age, at this stage, are still in very good condition, because our first Prime Minister, Dr. Simmons, is still on the top of his game. He plays golf and he's in top form, So there are some people, I remember just the other day, a lady used to be in the public market selling provision, and she was 100 years, right? So there are some people, even the oldest, still, in very good form, but, some not in the best of health and physical
Okay,
condition.
Mr. Minard, let them answer your question. The question you asked, let them answer it. Gentlemen, you the question you asked you about Kyle Mills.
Yeah, well, I was surprised that Kyle Mills didn't make the World Cup squad. I'll tell you why. He came in as a reserve in the last World Cup in the region, and he didn't do too badly. And plus the Super 50 that Barbados just won last year. He captained the side and opened the batting and did wonderfully well. And it bugs me that a guy with such ability and talent has not been given another opportunity at a World Cup in West Indies cricket. Because again, without selectors, there'll be very little discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Because these talent scouts that CWA have employed, I don't know why they're looking at talent at the senior level. Talent should be looked at the junior level and continue with the selection panels for discussions. Because I believe that if they had selectors at the senior level, Kyle Mills would have been a big discussion and a vote would have had to happen. But with a one-man selecting and his decisions are final, although the DOC has the power to veto, but he wouldn't do it, Kyle Mills is being ostracized, and these things are going to frustrate the players and force them away from regional cricket, and they're going to go on the circuit and look to play the cricket, make their living, and call it Wally. So I was surprised that he didn't make it. It's unfortunate. They're already there in India. I don't know if we don't even know who are the reserves.
That is true. Yeah. Andrew?
We just don't know.
Well, I think Philo's spot on. And the other thing about Kyle Mills, too, he's a utility player. Kyle can bat at the top. He can also certainly bat in the middle if required. And we also know he's a decent medium pace bowler.
He's more than a decent medium pacer. He swings the ball.
Yeah, he does. So therefore, you're leaving out the utility. I remember when I was in St. Vincent last year, I asked Darren Sammy what's the situation with Kyle Mills. He said that nothing is wrong and he's quite available to play for the West Indies. So he's available, yet you're not picking him. So I agree with Philo that someone like Kyle Mills would have been a good pick.
In fact, Kyle Mills might have scored the most runs in the Super 15, Andrew. When Barbados won it, and he was the player of the match in the final. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
scored 80 or something, not out, yeah.
And led the team very, very well. And
correct, he was the captain. He led Barbados to the championship.
Seriously, I mean, Kyle Mills had to be considered.
Yeah. Guys, before we end, what do you make of the situation? Pakistan have decided they're not going to play against India. So they will forfeit this game. They've decided that. What do you all make of this?
I agree with Pakistan, Lohar, because when the ICC Champions Trophy was played in Pakistan, I think last year,
right,
India played all of their matches in the UAE without any complaints. Pakistan even went over to UAE and played them, and the finals were played in UAE because India qualified for the finals. Mm-hmm. Bangladesh decision not to go to India is a government decision. Mm-hmm. The government said, look, we're having some problems with India at the governmental level. We're not comfortable with our international team going there. Can they play the cricket in Sri Lanka? ICC has said no and knocked them out of the tournament. Competition bringing Scotland. Pakistan will support Bangladesh because they see themselves as friends and allies. I am surprised that no other international nation that sits on ICC supported Bangladesh. It is a legitimate call.
I agree.
And I could see the ICC to me could have accommodated Bangladesh in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka would have loved to see Bangladesh play all the games there for the revenue. And West Indies wouldn't have a difficulty going to Sri Lanka to play Bangladesh. It would have been Saturday the first game. So I think it was a little harsh on Bangladesh. But I could support the stance that Pakistan has made, and not to play against India. But then that's the biggest clash in World Cup. So the
well, not only that, the ICC is going to lose a lot of money from that clash. A lot of money they're going to lose.
Pakistan knows the value with the India-Pakistan games. They know the value. And it's just unfortunate that it's happening in this World Cup. And I hope that it doesn't cloud future World Cups going forward.
And Pakistan obviously relies from that zone, even if they lose the points against India, they can get through with India out of the group. They probably believe they can beat everybody else. In fact, they play tomorrow morning. I think they play the first game tomorrow morning. Or Pakistan at 1:30. They play the Netherlands tomorrow morning, 1:30 in the morning. On Saturday morning, Saturday morning.
Yeah, and Pakistan has improved. They've improved under Mike Henson, the former New Zealand head coach. You're seeing some improvements in their T20 game because now the international boards have realized that T20 cricket has value.
Quick question there. Quick question.
No, I just want to respond to that, though, and I certainly agree with what Philo is saying. But the big question here, you see, Bangladesh is considered a sardine. If one gets that. No, seriously. Now, Graham Smith came out recently and made a very important point. He said, had it been Australia or England, ICC would have seen it differently.
Yes.
He said, you don't respect Bangladesh, so therefore, okay, you get over here. And he made that point. I certainly agree with him. They would not have treated the situation the same way that they treated Bangladesh if you had, say, an Australia, if you had an England having these concerns. The ICC would have taken a different road.
Correct.
Yes,
correct.
Question.
Quickly, Lobby, we're running out of time. Yeah.
Quickly, yes. You also the under-19. What's your view of that wrist spinner from Jamaica? His future.
Laws is a talent. But again, sir, is what we are going to do with Lords now that he's back in the region. It's all good and well to see that he bowled well, he this and that, but it's now up to Jamaica Cricket Association, Cricket West Indies, how they're going to treat this guy and develop him. Because
and
now
Mackenzie too, Philo, should be encouraged. Mackenzie, I think he's a talent as well.
Mackenzie, yes, you have Pollard. You have another young man who's in England. So it's down to the territorial boards and CWI on what they are going to do to help these players to stay cricket ready, cricket focused, and look to get them into the 4-day franchise system as quickly as possible.
But you guys in Barbados need to do some work with Carter. You don't want another Cornwall on the field, please.
Well, Carter was on Andrew's program on Tuesday, and he's actually he has a strength and conditioning trainer which he's working with to get fit. I told him as well on Tuesday that he has the natural ability to hit the ball over the top and hit it hard. He just needs to bat and play red ball cricket and do it for a longer period of time. And he's prepared to do it. He's in the nets working and training. And he is obviously looking to kick on and look to get into 4-day cricket. But he seems to have his head on what he wants to do. And we're hoping that he stays that way, stays the distance, because it's not going to be easy.
And Lockhart, I know you got just a couple seconds left in the show. Let me take the opportunity to say that there will be radio commentary. And
say it loud and clear, Andrew. Say it loud and clear, please. Go ahead. Say it loud and clear.
There will be radio commentary. I was able to talk to the ICC. In fact, Philo Wallace is going to be the main man, along with Ryan Hines. We're going to be putting together a commentary team, and we're hoping that your station.
Well, the boss of the station is listening to you. Go ahead again, Andrew. Say it slowly. Take your time. Say it slowly.
Is his name Mr. Sheridan? Is that
Sheridan Gregoire? Yeah, he's the boss of the station. Slowly.
Is he in Canada?
He's right there. So he's listening to you. Now go ahead. Make your point.
Sheridan, my friend, I'm on my knees. Please make sure that the cricket comes on your radio station. You've got a big commentary team. I can say to you quickly once again that there are stations across the Caribbean taking it. In fact, the Barbados Cricket Association will actually be carrying the commentaries on its website because they see the importance of this. We have stations in Jamaica, we have stations in Grenada, throughout the Caribbean, and we also need to get the #1 station in Dominica, bringing the
Right. I am sure Mr. Gregor heard you, so I hope he will contact you. So on that note, Philo and Andrew, I want to say good night. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All the very best.
I'm always happy, Mr. Lockhart, to be on your show. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you. And I hope Mr. Gregor listened to you, Andrew Mason. I hope he listened to you.
I think he just smiled.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Right. Thank you. So, guys, West Indies, as we end, West Indies plays on Saturday morning, 5:30. And then at 9:30 on Saturday, India will be playing USA. You know, Sunday morning has a good game at 1:30. Afghanistan against New Zealand. In fact, they say that group is the group of death, they say, because South Africa is in that zone. Right? So on that note, on behalf of Dr. Thompson Fountain, Emmanuel LeBlanc, we had Andrew Mason and Philo Wallace. I want to say good night to everybody. We'll be back next week.